What a view from the air of downtown Los Angeles. Here on the ground, our site of tonight's broadcast. Welcome, everyone, to NBA basketball on 2K Sports. Moments away, it'll be the Philadelphia 76ers going up against the Los Angeles Clippers at Staples Center. Brian Anderson here with Grant Hill, Chris Webber, and Allie LaForce. Joining our broadcast tonight, WNBA champion and finals MVP, Candace Parker. Welcome, Candace.
Hey, VA, I appreciate it. Thanks for allowing me to be here today.
And Paul George silencing many critics with his play last postseason. Candace, do you feel he's subject to too much criticism?
You know, I think that criticism comes in many different ways. And as a star player, you know, there has not been anybody more criticized than LeBron James. And he's one of the greats in our game. So, Paul George, you have to accept that as a challenge. And to whom much is given, much is expected. And so, PG, he rose to the occasion last year, and I hope he rises again this year.
Yeah, well put. A look at the 76ers starting group. Green and Harris, the forwards. MP is out there with Ben Simmons. And it's Embiid in at the center position. And for Los Angeles, the 1-2 punch of George and Kawhi on the perimeter. Morris and Zubac play together in the front court. And it's Jackson in at the point. Well, Candace, load management's become a big part of the game recently. And for guys like Kawhi Leonard, that maintenance is required to get him through a season with the idea that he'd be at his best and his healthiest come playoff time.
And that's the key. You want to be at your best come playoff time. But you know what? You got to get to the playoffs. You got to get in position as well. So, you know, I look for Kawhi and his team to be smart. And load management is a thing that is here to stay.
Late in the season, the award talk starts to become clear. Grant, hard to argue against MP winning the Rookie of the Year.
Yeah, BA, MP just has too much going for him to not win it. Most voters have to have him as the heavy favorite at this point.
And it's slammed in by Zubac.
Oh, nothing soft about that.
Was not going to be denied. Just took the dunk that was right in front of him.
Yeah, guys, but where was the box out? No excuse letting him roll that freely on the glass.
What a finish. I mean, he just took over himself.
What a show of power right there from the point guard. Man, sweet.
No, but his teammates love that kind of energy, fellas. I mean, dunks like this demonstrate leadership.
And the Clippers with the ball after the Sixers picked up a basket a moment ago. The putback controls the rebound and the putback.
Those second chance buckets are major bonus points if you can get them.
Well, Candace, the Milwaukee Bucks winning the 2021 title, it just goes to show you that small market teams, big market teams, every fan base should know their team has a chance to win if they're run properly. And we saw that with the Bucks last season.
But we're seeing the support from the entire city, the entire state, and how great it is to see a team like that has had a superstar that decided to stay with the Bucks, that re-signed when many probably would have left. How important it is for that city. So I think that, you know, a lot of teams are going to take this blueprint and try to recreate it.
Oh, and the dunk by MP.
If there's a guy open, Simmons will find him. His incredible vision. I mean, he has the size to see over the top of defense as well.
Leonard on the wing. To the middle. Well, Candace, is someone who has played for a Los Angeles team. What do you think it's like for the Clippers now, playing away from their home these last few years?
Well, when you win and you advance in the playoffs, slowly but surely people get on that bandwagon bus. So you're going to see more and more LA Clippers fans on the road.
He's perfect from the field this quarter. He's giving them the fits out there.
The Clippers have gone 4 of 6 in the first quarter. Jackson can't get it to go.
Well, we talk about the value of great rim protection. That's a shot he typically makes.
And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
With such a force of nature inside. I love how hard Embiid goes to pick up these fouls.
Joel Embiid at the line for 2.
The first free throw is good. And the 76ers with some changes. Drummond's checked in for Harris. Korkmaz comes in for Green. And it's Maxey in for Ben Simmons. And good on the second, so he makes them both.
Oh, this is a big fella who has no problems at the foul line. I mean, a very smooth touch on the stroke.
And a lot of great basketball talent in the pipeline, both for the NBA and the WNBA. So Candace, what players in the women's game do you see coming in and having a huge impact?
Well, you got to start first with the impact that Breanna Stewart has had in the WNBA. You're going to see more of those forward versatile players that are coming in. You're going to see more of the big guards, those guards that have the skills. And you're seeing that in the NBA. It's becoming positionless. And when everybody's able to do everything, it makes for an exciting game for the fans.
Yeah, no doubt. Hartenstein, no good.
That's the shot you hope for, right at the rim. Just couldn't capitalize.
And he lobs it up top. And the jam by Drummond.
Man, the mobility of Drummond is important to his team. When the ball is lobbed his way, it's game over for the defense.
The Clippers trail. Covered by MP. And the call is going to be, yes, an illegal screen.
You can get away with one once in a while, but it looked like he wasn't completely set on that pick.
Yeah, you can't blame the ref for making that call at all. The defense in general is already at such a disadvantage as it is.
Bledsoe, he's checked in for the Clippers. Now here's Drummond, giving this team some energy, averaging a little over 10 points a game. Pass to Maxey. And MP throws it down.
And one move ahead of the defense. A solid pick.
And then the monster dunk to complete the play. Well done.
Well, come on, guys. Someone has to rotate over. Defensively, that's just poor communication.
Here's Ibaka. What a tremendous game he played against Denver. Now here's Kennard, guarded closely. Just 5 to shoot. Shot to stop the run. Philadelphia grabs the miss. Coming into this, having notched to win against the Lakers in their last game.
And most of the arena was totally against them. But they looked inward, trusted each other, and made good plays.
The crowd didn't seem to faze them at all. They knew what their game plan was and followed it accordingly.
Time called here. Los Angeles decides to talk it over.
Yeah, they're hoping to turn things around with this timeout.
Yeah, they have to regroup and revisit their strategy at the defensive end.
There's 38 seconds left in the first. Los Angeles has gone 0 for 2 from outside. Covered by MP. Kicks it out to Kennard. Let's go with a 3. He can't hit that time. For Philadelphia, they've gone a perfect 7 for 7. Inside, here's MP. Oh, and the dunk by MP.
They've shown so much energy right from the start, particularly on the offensive end.
Yeah, they've been very aggressive, and they've taken early control of this game.
Shot from 12. Plenty of room to knock down that one.
What vision from Bledsoe. A point who can score it and dish it.
And so the first quarter is in the books. The Sixers on top, leading by 8, and will return shortly. And you asked Joel Embiid. He's not satisfied with the way he's playing recently.
I think I need to, be more aggressive.
I guess the process continued.
Coming onto the floor.
Going with a whole new group out there. All right, for those just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second. When you think about how important bench play is in the modern game, Candace, how big of a boost is it for a starter when the bench plays well?
When the bench comes in and raises the level of play, it definitely makes your job easier. When you have a bench that you can depend on, a team that plays against the starters constantly in practice to make them better, it just makes the overall team and the energy go up.
Can certainly add to the depth and buy some quality rest. George and Leonard at the 2 and the 3. Morris and Zubats play together in the front court. And it's Jackson in at the 1. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Clippers.
Thanks. Well, MP in their last game against the Lakers was a man on a mission. He picked up 25 points, and his offensive IQ led to intelligent shots. He was extremely efficient. Another tremendous game for him. One of the hottest players in the league right now.
Yeah, he was unstoppable during certain stretches. It'd be great to see him top that performance tonight.
Well, his team needs him to contribute. When he's on his A game, he just makes play after play.
It's all about getting into a comfort zone early. When he does that, he could be very difficult to contain the rest of the way.
Just an awesome display of athleticism on our AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Well, Candace, so happy you could be with us tonight. Thanks as always for your insights.
Thanks so much, Brian. This is great. I'm looking forward to the next one.
Hey, anytime Candace stops by, we know we're going to hear something interesting.
I agree, B.A. She's got a great perspective of the game. I mean, she sees it from the view of a player, a coach, and a fan.
Yeah, the defense has to be better. You can't let Embiid get whatever he wants inside.
The Clippers have gotten 8 of 14 shots to drop so far in the second. Pass to Zubats. Here's Jackson. Last game for him, he picked up 13. Shot clock at 5. Here's George. The shot, no good. Ooh, great D that time from Simmons. Banked it in off the glass. And now an 11-point Philadelphia lead.
The physicality of Simmons on display, showing some fight and fearlessness with plays like this.
George finds Leonard. There's 18 seconds left in the first half. Here's Jackson. Oh, MP with a block. And it's out of bounds to the Clippers as the Clippers retain possession. His shot was hindered by that momentous mobile 1 block.
Yeah, good offense comes from great defense. This lead is only getting stronger with plays like that.
.11 seconds left to play in the second quarter. 5 on the clock. There's Jackson with the 3. The shot no good. That'll do it for the first half. Sixers ahead. They lead by 11. And we'll be back for the second half following the break. Keep it right here on 2K Sports. And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the rout that it's threatening to be. Well, Grant, starting your career in the 50s.
Oh,
You know what I mean. Actually, 90s. Back then, we'd see teams usually score in the 80s and 90s. What do you think of the current scoring?
really, B.A., the 50s? Wow. But it's crazy. I mean, back then, yes, every game was in the 80s and 90s. Now everyone that averages at least 100 points per game. So I think it's been an interesting evolution of the game. And, of course, the fans all love offense. And these players and teams today are providing just that.
And on the floor for Doc Rivers as we get into the second half. The dynamic duo of Harris and Embiid at the 4 and 5. Ben Simmons is out there with MP. And it's Green in at the 3, the small forward.
One shot.
Free throw, no good for Simmons. Hey, and the apple not falling far from the tree. Simmons' dad was a legendary player in Australia.
And that's where Simmons says he really learned the value of team ball. At age 15, he played in a world championship there. Just invaluable to his early development.
MP shot is good.
That's 10 straight points they've given up in the painted area. Huh?
And for Los Angeles, they're shooting a solid 47%. Ooh, rejected by Harris.
Oh, he's known for his offense more than defense. Harris plays with the high motor, and he likes to make
Joel
plays.
Embiid.
And just not letting up at all. I mean, you have to love this approach. You want to get the ball to the guys who make plays.
You have to go to your best scorers. I mean, it's a smart strategy, and so far, it's paying off in this game.
Nice rebound. Trying to match the other team's intensity right now.
Simmons against Zubats. And it's Simmons with the jam.
Oh, the handles of a 1, the size of a 4. Ben Simmons is so hard to stop.
Right around a minute and a half played in the third quarter. They need something good to happen here.
Yeah, they've gone way too long without a score.
The Clippers call timeout. And asked about his qualities as a player, Simmons once said, getting the rebound and going, that's probably the most fluid part of my game.
That's when he looks like Magic Johnson, going end to end, using his size and straight line speed to full effect.
And a new group getting ready for the Sixers. Andre Drummond is checked in for Embiid. Thibault comes in for Tobias Harris. Korkmaz is checked in for Green. And it's Maxey in for Ben Simmons. To the paint. Here's Bledsoe. Oh, great D that time from MP.
They're having trouble getting going here in the second half. I mean, that's their 4th miss in 5 attempts.
Here's Drummond. And the jam by Drummond.
Well, part of the game plan was to neutralize the crowd. And guess what? Mission accomplished.
Their poise has been tremendous. I mean, excellent at both ends, has them increasing this lead.
Now here's Kennard, averaging around 5 points a game. Ooh, they can't stop the run with that one. Pass to Korkmaz. Second chance effort, and it's good on the lay-in. And the 76ers lead by 21.
The D hasn't been quick enough to react to the ball inside. That's helped cause this run.
Back to Kennard. Bledsoe with it, covered by MP. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Pass to Hartenstein. And now the Sixers on the break. Here's Maxey. Well, no scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. And he gets that one.
Just so successful getting the ball inside and finding those great looks.
The Clippers have gone only 1 for 6 here in the second half. Time called here. Los Angeles decides to talk it over. Well, described as a natural-born scorer coming into the league, Korkmaz is finally looking more comfortable in that role, Chris.
It took him a while to get some consistent minutes, kid. That can mess with your head, but he's earned more playing time now, and you can see the results.
The Clippers making a switch here. Leonard's checked in. Curry, he's checked in for the Sixers. Kennard has the open look, and the shot falls short that time.
And right now, they're +8 in the rebounding category. That's helping them run away with this.
And MP throws it down.
They're really dictating the tempo on both ends of the court. You love it.
Starting to take over here, building a big lead that could ultimately prove insurmountable.
Now here's Bledsoe. And right now, he's currently putting up 6.5 points per game. Oh, Drummond with a block.
And the coaching staff loves this effort. They want Drummond to keep swatting shots like this.
An outstanding defensive play to earn the mobile 1 block.
Yeah, what a play. I mean, that'll have the offense thinking twice about taking shots in his presence.
Milton's checked in for Maxey.
Shake Milton.
Get the perimeter.
1:27 left in the third, and the bucket is good.
It's Kennard's ability to create that sets him apart. I mean, gets inside, finds himself a shot.
Drummond, high post. On the wing, Milton. Defended by Kennard and out of bounds. Los Angeles will have it.
LA basketball.
The Clippers really having a tough go here. Leonard finds some space, and he drains the quick shot. Leonard's got 6.
Oh, yeah, as good as he is at creating his own shot, Kennard is also a solid distributor. Doesn't miss the open man when he spots him.
Leonard with the ball, now guarded by Curry. Leonard passes to Bledsoe. Leonard against Curry. Kicks it out to Bledsoe. And a miss there on the triple.
Hey, sometimes you miss even under the best of circumstances.
And stolen by Leonard. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
Such a tough-nosed player. Bledsoe doesn't back down from anyone on the drive. I love it.
The free throw drops for Bledsoe.
76ers substitution.
Los Angeles has gotten just one of their 4 threes to go here in the fourth quarter. The 1-2 punch of George and Kawhi on the perimeter. Ivica Zubac's out there with Serge Ibaka. And it's Bledsoe in at the point. That's who's out there for the Clippers. And it's Maxey missing. For Los Angeles, they've got 5 out of 10 shots to drop here in the final quarter.
Foul, Philadelphia. That's his second personal foul. Second team foul.
Harris against Leonard. Pass to Bledsoe. Clock at 6. George outside. The Clippers got to hurry. Late clock here. Over MP. And Ibaka with the basket. On the assist by George. George has got 5 assists tonight. The 76ers have gone 6 for 11 here in the fourth quarter.
He's having a great night from the floor, and they're going to keep leaning on him, looking to grow the lead.
Just over 2.5 minutes played now. Final quarter of regulation. George finds Leonard. That shot off the mark. Oh, great D that time from Harris. MP's shot is good. MP's got 20.
And the defense has no one to blame but themselves. I mean, they just let him get right to the rim.
Horrible effort. It appears they may be on the brink of giving up.
Now here's Bledsoe. George outside. Takes the 3. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Bledsoe. Bledsoe's got his 4th assist with that last one. To the inside. Here's Embiid. He gets it in there.
Joel Embiid.
Embiid's got 10 points in just the second half.
And they just continue to attack, even late in the game, while they're up big.
And it's not about running up the score. It's about closing the door on any kind of comeback.
Just a big night for George so far. He always works so hard, but his game has been on a higher level here in this game.
Back to Maxey. The turnaround jumper. And here's another one for the Sixers.
It looks like it'll be a big win for them here. Time to just cruise to the end of the game and chalk up the victory for the 76ers.
And, of course, they really dominated in the paint tonight.
They obviously came in looking to impose their will, attack the heart and soul of that defense, and it led to a lot of good looks.
And all year, this squad has been playing with real urgency and determination. No surprise to see them hit 61 total wins.
And even though this season series was only 2 games, a sweep is still a sweep. Their focus has been terrific. They really put on a clinic here today.
Yeah, if you're a fan of this team, you couldn't be happier. What a performance.
And it's a completely new group for the Clippers. Well, Chris, the max salaries can now reach as much as $50 million a year. Now, we don't want to count other people's money, but those are some pretty good checks.
Oh, yeah, and I'm not hating on it because the more successful the league is, the more entertained fans like myself are going to be $50 million a season. Kudos to them.
It's nice they found their rhythm here, but the clock is just not their friend.
Yeah, it has to be frustrating to catch fire when the game is already over. I mean, this is not the outcome they wanted.
Korkmaz on the wing. Winslow defending. 43 seconds left in the fourth quarter. MP. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass. And the 76ers lead by 18. And it's the Clippers ball. Down low. The rebound by Embiid. Now MP. Here's Korkmaz. And the three off target. And they get it back. Another shot. And the finish by Embiid as he lays it in.
Yeah, they blocked out the noise, blocked out the distractions, kept on grinding, and this is their reward.
Showing remarkable poise and focus throughout the game. A sustained effort across the board.
Sinks it from distance.
Their strategy has been pretty simple here in the second half. Attack from three-point range.
Well, it had to be. These days, you need to stretch the floor somewhat to make everything else work.
He had the right idea, just couldn't come up with the swipe.
And you can tell he feels he should have had it still. The hustle was impressive.
So it's the 76ers winning this one easily. A statement road victory. So impressive.
Statement indeed, B.A. It was in enemy territory, but they controlled the game and took the crowd completely out of it. That's how you win on the road.
And that'll do it, folks. For Chris Webber, Allie LaForce, and Greg